This video will demo how to set up and use the Patron or online theater subscription for general admission events. This subscription is used when you have defined event dates included in a subscription, or the patron is choosing their dates and seats immediately when purchasing the subscription. If you want the patron to be able to pick their dates and seats at a later time, you'll want to be using the regular theater subscription. So first we're going to look at how this subscription is redeemed or sold so you can see if this option will work for you. So I'm in my box office under subscriptions, and if your season isn't loading, choose this drop down right here to choose the season that your subscriptions are in. So up at the top, I have got my two general admission subscriptions here. One will give the patron tickets to all of the Friday evening performances, and one allows the patron to be flexible and choose the dates that they want included. So here we'll just do the Friday night one. It's going to be for 2 adults. I'll click checkout. And now I have my package here. I've got 4 shows included. I've got 2 general admission tickets for each show for all of the Friday night performances that I put in this package. So I'm going to cancel this order. And then we'll look at this choose your date one. Again, I'll put it in for 2 adults. Click checkout. And now on this next screen, the patron will be choosing the dates that they want to attend. I set this up to give them a little bit of flexibility, but they do have to commit to all of their event dates right up front. So here I'm going to choose the event dates that they want to attend. Click save and continue. And now we're in the cart with their 2 tickets to all of the performances that they chose. You would load the patron's account and complete the order just like you would with a normal sale. Now, if the patron is looking at this online, I've got my plugin loaded here, and we've got the 2 subscriptions. So here for the Friday night one, they would choose how many tickets they want. Click checkout. And here we have all of the tickets for the Friday night performances. You can see the dates here and the ticket type. I'll cancel this. And then if they choose the option where they can choose the dates that they want, they would choose how many tickets that they need. Click checkout. And then they would choose the dates that they want included in this subscription option. When they have them all chosen, the option to continue will show. And here we have all the tickets in the cart again. So now I'm going to cancel this, and we'll look at how to set up this subscription now. So I'm going to go back into the back end, close out of the box office, and first we'll go into setup, subscriptions, and then seasons. So we want to make sure that you have a season set up. The season is the date range that your subscriptions are available for. If your season runs from September to May, you could put those dates in, and then you build your subscription options within that season that you have set up. You should really only have one season a year, and the dates for your seasons shouldn't overlap. If you want to create a different season for your summer season and then your regular season that would run like September to May, you could do that. Just make sure that your dates don't overlap. What I do is I just make a season for my fiscal year, so May 1 to April 30th, and I label it as my 2021-2022 season. If you need to add a season, you'll click this Add Season button right here. You'll give it a name and put in that valid date range. I already have this one set up, so I'm just going to build a subscription option into this season. So to get to the subscriptions, you can click the number underneath this subscriptions column, or you can get here by going into the setup menu, into subscriptions, and then into subscriptions again. So you'll see here that I have some different groupings of subscriptions. I've got a comedy subscription, which is the one that I'm working with now, and I set up a different group of subscriptions called the summer musicals. So now I want to add a subscription to this group for my Saturday night performances. So it'll be similar to this Friday night one, except it's automatically going to give them tickets to all the Saturday evening performances. I'll click this add button at the top. Make sure my drop down is set to theater subscription. I'm going to give it a group name, and I want it included with this group of subscriptions that I have here. So I'm going to name it the comedy subscription, and this will make it group with the other ones. And then I'll give the subscription a name. So I'll name this Comedy Saturday Nights. You can give a group overview, which is just a general description of all of the subscriptions in the group. I already have one of those set up. You can kind of see it in the back here. So I'll skip that, and then I'll set up my pricing. So I'll do an adult price, a senior price, and a youth price. And then we'll move to the actual price. So I'll make this 90, 70, and 50. Then we'll set the sales date start and end. So this is a fine sales start, and then I'm going to end my sales at the end of the year, since my events only run into the end of January for 2022. And then you can put in the event date start and end. So my event dates end on January 31st, and I'll leave this as the May 1st. Then you can add a description for this specific subscription. So I'm going to put something in here. Put something simple like that, and I will click add. Now we have a couple more options available to us. To make this an online theater subscription, we're going to check this box, and this is what changes it from a regular theater subscription to an online or patron theater subscription. So now that I check that box, I'll click save. And then I'm going to go into the more options area. I'm going to choose the category and subcategory of the events that I want included in this. So all of the events I have set up with a theater and comedy category and subcategory. I'll check the box, I'll click save, and then I'll go back. And now I'm ready to attach events to this subscription. So I'll click this edit event dates option. And here's where you assign the event dates that you want included in the subscription. So I'm making this for a Saturday evening. I'll use the drop down, and here I have my Saturday evening at 7 p.m. Choose all of those dates, and I only want these first 4 included. I don't want these other 2 included in this one, so I'll just leave those dashes in there. Now, if we were setting up a subscription where the patron is going to be able to choose the date and time, in this dropdown, you would choose Select by Patron. So I'll click Save and go back, and then we have this seat selection type. And these are general admission events, so I want to make sure to change this to general admission and then click save once again. So it's important to have this seat selection type set up, and you can only have one type of seating for the subscription. It either has to be general admission or assigned seating. You can't do a mixture of both for this one, or you will get an error message. So if you're redeeming the subscription and you get something that says that seating wasn't set up for this subscription, come back and check this setting and make sure you have the right seating option selected. Then we have the optional event date selection message that shows up above the selector if you set up this subscription for the patron to choose any of their event dates that they want. So you could put a message in there about any special events, and when they go to choose their event dates on the select by patron option, it will display this message. Then I'm just going to scroll through and make sure that I have everything set up correctly, make sure everything's looking good. And then if you have GL accounts that you want to attach, you can do that at this point. So I'm going to click Save and Close. And now we've got this green check mark here that shows that everything's good to go, and you can look over the basic details of your event. Now, there are some other messages that you can set up for this subscription, and you can use this manage gear right here. You can add a welcome message that gets sent to the patron in a separate email after they purchase this subscription. You can set up a confirmation message that will display at the top of the email confirmation the patron receives after their order. You can set up a how it works message that displays on the subscription e-ticket that the patron receives. And then if you need to edit the description of the subscription, which is what you're seeing right here, you can click this edit gear, click edit subscription message, and then you can edit that right here. And I'm going to go in and reload this page. So now I've got that Saturday night subscription showing, and this is where those subscription messages or the description shows for the patron. Then you can also set up that group description that I was talking about before, and that's showing right up here. You can edit the group name if you want to, and that description right here. I just clicked the edit pencil next to the group name, and that displays up at the top for the group name, and then that description is displaying right here in the plugin. And if you need to edit these subscriptions after you've set them up, you can either click this bold title right here and it will open up the editing pane, or you can click the manage gear and click edit subscription. So that's how you set up and use the online theater subscription for general admission events.